the grand finale of Final Fantasy XII, coming at you stream style. Because I think, like, end of the game, it's always pretty interesting to get, like, the live reaction for that, right? 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 I don't know. But yeah, I was actually a lot farther in the game than I thought, as it turns out. So, although it's not going to be a quick jump to the ending, oh no, not at all. It's at least going to be possible, I want to say, for this stream. So, first off, party is basically Fran, Bosch, Ash, and then I got like Fran completely set up on white magic now. Basically, she's got like every one of the buffs that I could possibly have here, except for haste, which I don't really have anybody that can do that, you know. Bosch still all about... also, just turn this off. I don't need that anymore. Bosch is all about doing physical, and then Ash, just in case I got her casting Thundara on stuff. I don't know. It's just, yeah. Bosch ain't going to be able to do much of anything, though, magic-wise, because he has the Dawn Shard on. Which, you know, could be a problem, I suppose, but I'm really mostly relying on him to be physical. So then, continuing on here. Last thing we're doing is going into the Feywood, which, if I remember correctly, is not anywhere close to here. This is actually way, way past even the Fawn Coast that I was at last time, so instead we got to go all the way back to the forest village of Endor. Forest moon of Endor. Oh, it's time magic. Yeah, I mean, it's like all 11 of us at the time you're streaming this. Yeah, well, you guys are the true OGs. There. Now, does that mean anything? No, but wear that designation with pride. Anywho, okay, so basically the entire thing. I mean, it says should hello. Oh, it's actually like reading this. Hey, I'm noticing right now it's actually reading this as like a as if this was a PlayStation controller for once. It almost always does that as the Xbox controller. So hey, I'm pressing different buttons to bring up this. Feywood beyond the Golmore jungle, which if I remember correctly should just be right down here. All right. So you have Garuvigan, yes. Those are the three. Though the Feywood is an entire section by itself too. Oh, well actually, yes, there's that one area. There's also the Great Crystal. Don't forget about that one. That's kind of a large area. And yes, it's Final Fantasy, so of course there's an area called the Great Crystal. You know, basically the it's basically the Aoife tree in Final Fantasy IX. I just conflate. Yeah, I mean they're pretty close to each other, but you know. Haste is time magic. I mean, it's just time magic. How many things does? Oh man, I still got that cold. How many things does like stop and slow and everything like that actually work on? Because I would just think that it's like, you know, one of those things where you're never really able to use like status effects on bosses. Also, I don't know if anybody actually has the license board for that. Like maybe Red Battle Mage? I don't know. Obviously, with the way that I've been playing, it's just been all about just run in and just, you know, stab enemy with sword, kill. You know how that is. Vanish, though, when you want to avoid anything? Yeah, true. At the same time, it's just like, man, this game... In some ways, I have been playing this game like 100% super optimally in the way that I'm just kind of like out-leveling stuff, but in other ways, you know, actually optimizing DPS and everything, not so much. I still cannot believe that Ash has fallen for the the Rossler thing. It's just like it's so incredibly obvious at this point. You know about Vayne now? Yes. Vayne appeared in the last episode with Sid. You got to see a very good look at the rogue Occurian. Hey, they airdropped in, like literally this time, another boss. Doesn't matter. Don't worry, everybody. It's fine. Hey. Final Fantasy 12. Woohoo. We doing it, baby. We're finishing it today, probably. It's going to be... I'm not going to lie. Oh. Oh, no, it's that. It's going to be a long stream, but I think we'll be... but I think I can do it. Going to be seeing this this sequence so many times over the course of this episode. Everybody congratulate me. Come on. How was it first impression if you already played most of it? I don't know. It's not? Thank you for the congratulations. I feel like I accomplished a lot today. Beating the big plant, as you do. You're a winner. Thank you. I am. I truly, if there ever was a winner. Do you use speed cheats? No, this is actually in the game. This is you can see in the config file that there's a speed mode multiplier. Speed mode is a thing that they allow you to do in the game, and I know. But they actually also included that in like the remake for Final Fantasy 12, but I know a purist might say that it's just like, hey, come on, you're not playing the game as it was meant to be played. But to that I say, this is what it would look like otherwise. All right, anyway, so the puzzle here is actually pretty simple. It's gonna angle the camera down and look for the mystery area. So I assume you'd still rate the game around a 5 out of 10? I would pump it up. Okay, there's one part in the game that's gonna be coming up that I really like, that I want to say pumps up the game like an entire letter grade. But that's gonna be a while till we see that. It's you know, I say coming up, but no, it's gonna be a grip. But aside from that, for the most part, yeah, the game, it's a lot of cutscenes. You know, that's always kind of like the okay, back in speed mode. It's just like, you know, I'm not really somebody who is into like super heavy cutscenes. I always say that it's just like, yeah, and if you try to go through here without solving the puzzle, it will just put you right back at the entrance to the area. Next one, same thing. But yeah, it's just like, I guess the way I would say it is that it's just like, you know, for me, I'm not really into like hugely heavy cutscene games, and unfortunately the gameplay is not super interesting outside of that. I mean, I still like the idea of like programmable battles and everything. Obviously, I've made a lot of usage of the gambits, but it you know me. Also, very long games. Even though ultimately, like with the way that I played it, not very long, but you know, I mean, not very long compared to your average RPG, but still. It's like, you know what I mean. Not for me. Not my, no, it is, no, not, it's not a section, it is a fight. But you probably know what I'm talking about, especially if you watch the Persona 5 series. You know. Now then, and that should be good. Yeah. Might not want to have Fran be the main character because she's going to be casting buffs basically constantly for the rest of the game here. In fact, let me just Well, no. Anyway, read the inscription. The one and only Gigas holds the key. Which, I mean, means that I actually need to use summons for once in the game. Something I've been just entirely and completely ignoring up to this point. I think Ash, you know, being the heir to the Dynast King, why not? I mean, anybody can take it, but sure. Let's do it, baby. You got me curious? Oh, watch the rest of the stream. This took me a while to figure out because, like, I did not get this. I'm just like, what do I have to go beat up a Gigas or something? Because, you know, his name is Bellius. I don't know. All right, into the lost city of Garugamesh. Another very another area that reminds me a lot of Sekiro. I mean, I've seen this in a bunch of different games, you know, the water city and everything like that. But after making like all those comparisons to like the main plot of Sekiro as well last time, it's just the first thing I think of when I get in here.
On the farther shores of the River of Time, shrouded deep in the roiling mist.
What is it, Fran?
The mist runs thick here.
Like on the Leviathan?
Do not worry. I will behave myself. The mist here is cooled. I sense something like the shadow here.
Vayne. It appears Cid has yet to arrive. We'll lie in wait for him here.
So we're not going inside?
Not unless you want to end up twisted. Like the old man. Something there.
What is it?
She can see him. Let's follow her.
I mean, it's so obviously the same thing as Vayne. I don't. Anyway, end up twisted. It's like, well, anyway, we're going in, so don't worry. Time to do the twist. Hey, guess what? I got another thing prepared. Yeah, I know. Did you not all see this coming? You should have. All right then. Do all the achievements? No way. No way, my dude. That is way too much. Oh, well, this is not the right party. There we go. Speaking of Garugamesh, not going to do Gilgamesh and the other optional bosses. I tried to do some of the hunts, but I gotta say that it's like, it wasn't. I wasn't really getting into it enough to really want to try and like do all of the extra stuff. For the LPers code, you got to show off all the content. I mean, I'm not. This is not a 100%. This is not a 100% run in any way. Also, we can do some hunts if you want. I mean, we're doing a stream here. But, like, I don't know. It's just... Don't think it's that interesting. Because, you know, it just most of the fights are going to look like this. By the way, if you're wondering, I'm not actually doing anything. All right, one more boss that just kind of appears down. No, it's all auto. Yep. That's how this game system works. It's like literally programmable. Yes, yes, congratulations. I did it. Again. Gonna see this so much, I'm telling you. But yeah, with the whole like gambit system, you can see it's just like I got all of this got like all of this stuff basically set up to automatically work for anytime anything happens in the game. Basically, I just need to run myself into battle and let it go, baby. Omerito. Thank you. But yeah, that's why it's just like I don't know. Do you? Also, you're over-leveled as fuck, so you don't need to use any interesting strategies. Well, that's a result of the game's own design now, isn't it? They shouldn't have let me become over-leveled if they didn't want me to be. Speaking of Death's Gambit, it's just like, yeah, I had like optimal equipment and max level and everything like that from when I was doing the Endless fight. And oh man, that was still quite the difficult encounter regardless. It's like, I mean, I suppose it's like I could have done a low percent, like, run of the game, but I don't know. I was told this game was going to take 60 hours to beat, and that's a long time. So I want to kind of, like, you know, make it a little bit more palatable in any way I could. You know how that goes. After all, it's like you saw the Ozma fight and everything when I was playing Final Fantasy IX, and it was just like, I don't know. Not really. You know, that's just kind of how it goes with like a Final Fantasy super bosses. I feel like, you know. Good enough, anyway. The entire thing around here, I think, is just kind of like, have you been to Nabidus? I've been to the fortress. Now, obviously, I was in the dungeons way earlier in the game, but is there anything else to do in there? For the most part? Nabidus, not Nalbina. Oh. Is that a different location? The Necro Hall, the Neck... Is that like alcohol that died? Necrohall of Nabudus? No. I have not been there. I mean, once again, we can take a trip. We're doing a stream here. We can go check it out, I suppose. Is that kind of like a extra bonus area? Where one of the goddess Nethicite exploded. By the way, you know, I feel like, I don't remember if they ever actually said that, but was the Goddess Nethicite that we got earlier in the game like the Midlight or Dusk Shard? Probably the Dusk Shard. Is fast-forwarding a thing in the game itself, or are you playing the video at 4 speed? No, this is a thing in the game itself. It is like on a single button press, I can change it from 1x speed to 4x speed. It's actually in like the configuration menu here. Speed mode multiplier. That is something that they very much intend for you to use in the game. At least in this version of the game, because otherwise it looks like this. Remember, this is the intended original way that you played the game. Developer intended way to play the game. And once again, the combat is all automated. I just run into the enemies and then I kind of wait until they all die. And that would be true even if I wasn't super over-leveled. It would just take even longer. But anyway, I think the stone Vaughn liked was the Dusk Shard. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Wraithwall Tomb I know is the Dawn Shard because that was supposed to be, that was Ash's proof of royalty. The fact that she could get that in the first place. But it's just like, it was only ever referred to as the Goddess Magicite, and I feel like nobody ever said that. I mean, obviously the Empire has, or at least had, the Midlight Shard at some point in time, and they obviously now have the Dusk Shard, but I wasn't entirely sure if that was supposed to be the one that Vaughn kept saying was his. It's his, he'll never give it up. Until he just gave it up. You know how it goes. The duality of Vaughn. The Midlight Shard is the one that destroyed Nabudis. Oh yeah, that is a thing that comes up a little bit later in the game too. I don't remember if they ever really mentioned it prior to that. Did they ever mention it in like the main story prior to this point? That it's just like, yeah, one of the 3 shards has already been used. Obviously, the Dawn Shard is already used up. That was the one that destroyed the Leviathan ship in the first place, but it's like, I thought like the assumption was supposed to be that the other 2 were still primed and ready to go to explode stuff. When the Ash had the idea of using the Dawn Shard to defeat the Empire, I guess I didn't see that. Okay, enough of this. Let's put it back up to 4 times speed. 4 times speed. Bosch mentioned that there had been a giant explosion. Huh. Somehow I missed that. I'm watching every one of these cutscenes twice, I'm telling you. So it's like, I don't know how I missed that earlier. Wait, did I remember to hit the switch over here? No? Yes? Maybe? No. There is definitely a switch I missed hitting. I think I kind of like ran past it. Well, anyway, we can go check out that area, I suppose. Yeah. Here. I don't know how that happened. Go check out the area, I suppose. Is it supposed to be like the end game super area type of thing? Because I did not go to it. Anything of interest there, or is it just kind of like a bonus stuff? Now then. I don't know if I need to hit every one of these levers or something, but I'm just doing it anyway. In case it's doing something. You know how that goes.
I can't shake the feeling we're somewhere we're not meant to be.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Exciting?
You are not troubled by the unknown? Who can say what lies ahead? We may encounter the very creators of Nethicite.
We will.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll find. I like it better that way.
You're sounding more the Sky Pirate every day.
What is the lore of this game? I mean, it's pretty much like most Final Fantasies, warring empires, and we are part of the empire that has been conquered by the other one, known as the Arcadians, and we are basically trying to fight back against them with super exploding magic rocks called Nethicite. Right now, based off of a lead given to us by Sid, who is an evil character in this game, we were told that by coming to this place, we will be able to get another one of the 3 magical Nethicite MacGuffins that have the ability to basically explode an entire city. In case you're wondering about that. Get the rock. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna get the big magic crystal in a Final Fantasy game to stop the warring empires. Yes, it's look, it's Final Fantasy. That's just this is your standard sort of operating procedure. The Empire is not really evil. I mean, they are now. Everybody that was sympathetic in the Empire is dead. They're dead. The protagonist has an edgy, can-do attitude that doesn't fear the unknown. I don't know about that. I can't really relate. Don't worry, he's not really the protagonist. They like to pretend that Vaughn is the protagonist, but he's not. Larsa is alive, I guess. Larsa's in not much of a position to do anything. I mean, Vayne has declared himself dictator of the entire empire, and Lars is just kind of there being like, oh, hey, big bro, I don't think you should do that. Hey, come on, cut it out. Look, you could just invent a nuclear bomb. I said that a few times in the last episode where it's like, in Final Fantasy IX, the Invincible could just go and nuke cities on command. That it's like the idea that we have 3 rocks that maybe can do something somewhat similar. It's like kind of unimpressive compared to the sort of power that we've seen in other Final Fantasy games. It's like it's not that powerful. At least Sid has a good idea to free humanity of the control of the gods. Yeah, but what does that even mean in any context, though? It's like the gods' control is planning for them to use the stones in the first place. They're just not using them in the way they want them to. But we'll see a little bit more about that soon enough. Oh, don't worry. The gods are very much in this game and very much active. As we've already seen with Vana. But anyway, in the meantime, though, there's still quite a few things to do in here. 2-ish more days until the 6th? Yeah. I should also make sure that I get the, it's like probably going to be having a lot of people really wanting to see like the new Dead Cells stuff. I should make sure that I get the post commentary on some of the other series that I'm doing here done first. Like I had the Cogmind episode that I want to put out as well. What's on the 6th? That's when the DLC for Dead Cells is coming out. Final Fantasy XII didn't seem to have much of a presence in the zeitgeist. I don't think so. I feel like it's one of those ones that was sort of more overlooked compared to most of the Final Fantasies. Like I said at the start of the series, no, I said in the original version at the start of the series that it's like this came in between Final Fantasy X, which I think is one of the best Final Fantasies, and like Final Fantasy 13, which is one of the most divisive Final Fantasies. So it is one that, yeah, I think sort of got swept under the radar a little bit comparatively. Thank you for not saying worst. I don't know. Maybe if I ended up playing it myself, I would probably... Like, people didn't like Final Fantasy 15, and I thought that game... Okay. That game was uneven. But I think that it has, like, the four main characters and the main villain were pretty interesting. There were some fun characters. I certainly remember, like, you know, our boy band from that game a lot more than I remember, like, characters from a lot of other RPGs, really. Most other RPGs I played. So, it's hard to say. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15, the big thing with that, though, was that just like, boy, the main story was awful. It was just, like, super nothing. It sort of felt like you couldn't even name a character that was, like, the major antagonist for a really long time. I mean, obviously... Come on now. Open that up. I mean, obviously, eventually, it was very obvious who the main villain was, but, like... like, there's supposed to be an entire empire at his back and everything, and it never really felt like it, you know? You just felt like, eh. Ah. I totally win in a circle. You know how that goes. But yeah, like Final Fantasy 13, I don't know. It's, I remember that a lot of people were saying at that with that game that it's like, that was... You know, it's like one of those games, it's like, hey, it gets good after 20 hours, and I'm just like, ooh, that's a bad sign if that is a selling point. I don't know. Either way, I never played Final Fantasy 13, so I got no idea. Certainly, the other thing you got to remember is that Final Fantasy 13 was a Final Fantasy for 10 years. Like, that game came out in, like, 2008, and then we didn't get, like... Oh, my God, come on. And then we didn't get, like, another Final Fantasy until 2016 or something like that. It's like in the amount of time that it took for, like, you know, Final Fantasy... like, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 to come out, up. I do have the Asuna Gambit. The Asuna Gambit is on Fran. Yep. So yeah. Yeah, it's like that was that was the amount of time it took for like Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, 13-3 to come out. And it's like Final Fantasy 15 was even intended originally to be... Oh yeah, also don't forget that it's just like before A Realm Reborn, that it's like Final Fantasy 14 was... Or the Final Fantasy 13 was a big departure from the series, at least battle-wise? I don't know, because like, so is this game. And nobody really said... I gotta say that it's just like, I really prefer the turn-based stuff, but I guess I do kind of appreciate trying to do something a little bit different. Yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy 15, of course, also was like a game that tried to do something different with the battle system, and I thought was pretty not good. So, you know. Oh my God. Man, maybe I should actually, like, try and use some of these. Some of the many things that I have here. Confuse, sleep, Here we go. No, that wasn't the one that got rid of Immobilize. There we go. Yeesh. Once again, what I should do is I should just not have Fran be the main character right now. Be the party leader. And then kind of the, maybe like enemies trying to attack the party leader is kind of like the thing that's messing me up. Anywho, really wonder what they're going to do for Final Fantasy 16. I think they're on a good track with Final Fantasy 15. What they should do is they should just be less ambitious with what they want to do with with what they want to do with the story, be realistic and create a better game for that, you know? Something that's not just like super huge and sprawling, but instead is just like a very good experience by itself, because, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, ambition will always just, it makes, God, just look at Omicron, for example, where it's just like, I don't think the game would have ever been good, but there's a very clear divide from the first and second half of the game in quality. Yoshi P apologized for not giving any Final Fantasy VI. I mean, there's still like Stranger in Paradise that's coming out, which sure Jack is saying bullshit and pumping his new metal is ridiculous, but maybe?
Thank you.
I don't know. That's a strong character.
I wonder.
With that much nethicite in one's grasp.
You could destroy all of Ivalice if you wished it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time in a Final Fantasy game. Although, unfortunately, Square Enix want to put NFTs into games. Oh, my God. Oh. Everybody, remember, companies right now are going to try to put NFTs into everything. Make sure that, much like with Stalker 2, you push back against that, because holy Christ. Oh, my God. Every single time. How do you even navigate in Great Crystal? I remember from the time that I was playing it before that it's like basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to, like, the Waystone number 3 was what I was looking for. And it's just like, I knew that there was one area that basically it's fairly straightforward until you hit one area where it branches off into 2 different points. And one of them goes to Waystone 3, and then one of them goes to a different Waystone. So I was looking for that one. And my idea was, I'm just going to keep going downwards until I find it. Hey, what's that? You need a boss? Now let me back up the boss truck and unload one here. Yeah, once again, it's just like, I will say that the way the gameplay, it's just seemingly has very little to do with the story is also something that really takes me out of it. Because, you know, me, I'm just not super into cutscenes like in games almost entirely. I would say that it's just like I become less interested in a game story the more cutscenes that they have. And I feel like this is a pretty bad offender in that. All right, everybody, give me the congratulations. Actually, no, I don't think this one is a congratulations. I think this is a obtained Esper. Yes. Not the same. Do very different things. Boss is just one of the Zodiac stones, and they're super weird for Final Fantasy XII. Final Fantasy XII has been a big departure in a lot of ways. I mean, you know, not just in like the gameplay, but like also it's like, yeah, they really, you know, Moogles are very different looking. They're like Cactars are replaced with Cactoids. A lot of the summons, it's just like, are very different, and you know, the classic summons are all the names of the major battleships for the Empire. Hence, like the Leviathan, Bahamut, etc., and so on. It's like they clearly wanted to like do something a little bit different with this game, which once again I appreciate, but you know, yeah, look, what more can I say here? I mean, my stone is Cancer, and that's X death, really? Huh. What do you got? Hey, let's go talk to the gods, baby. The Occurians, the Undying. They're gonna throw a lot of lore on us. Of course, the gods of Final Fantasy are going to hang out in the giant crystal, by the way. I think that was obvious.
Where is everyone?
Fear not, Princess of Dalmasca. We, Occuria, have chosen you, and you alone. Ashalia Benargan Dalmasca, we see your heart desires power, and power most holy shall we grant. Seek you the sun-crest, slumbering star. In tower on distant shore, it dreams. The mother of all Nephesite, the source of its unending power. The Dynast King, his fallow shards coarse trinkets cut from sun-crest's light.
Such power exists?
In times that are long passed away, we thought to save this Ivalice, and chose Wraithwall, the Dynast King. He took the sword and cut the crest. 3 shards he took from its gilt grasp, and so became the Dynast King. His words and deeds run through your veins.
That's why I was given it. The Sword of Kings.
The treaty held with kings of old is but a memory, cold and still. With you, we now shall treat anew, to cut a run for history's flow. Now take this sword, this treaty blade, Occurian seal, mark of your worth. Cut deep the crest, and seize your shards. Wield Dynast King's power. Destroy Vayne.
But Vayne... Vayne's an Occurian. A being like you.
Vayne is a heretic. The Nephesite is ours to give to chosen bearer, or to none. The heretic trespassed, and set the rose of knowledge in man's hand. With imitations they profane. It is anathema to us. We give you now the stone and task. Administer judgment. Destroy them all.
Judgment? Destroy them all? The Empire?
The hues ever skew, history's weave. With haste, they move through 2 short lives. Driven to there by base desires. Toward waste, and wasting, on they run. Undying, we Occuria light the path for wayward sons of man. Oft did we pass judgment on them, so that Ivalice might endure. Eternal, we are history's stewards, to set the course and keep it true. The chosen is our hand, our fist, to let live some and crush the rest. Princess, you have been chosen. Take revenge against those who stole your kingdom. Fulfill your role as savior. Attain to your birthright.
What's with these Occuria? What gives them the right to tell you what to do?
Will you take revenge, as they ask?
We could not see them, but we heard the Occuria speak. They may be gods, but we are the arbiters of our destiny. Your Highness, I'm against this. The Empire must pay, but destruction...
Does anyone know what happened to Dr. Sid? Wasn't he saying he'd be here?
He should have arrived by now.
And I should have realized by now. He's not coming. He laid out the bait, and we bit. Remember what he said? He wanted Ash to get the stone. He wanted that all along. That's why he flaunted his nethicite, and reeled us in with his stories about Vayne, all to bring Ash to the Occuria.
But wait, if we got a hold of the nethicite, wouldn't that be bad for the Empire?
Maybe he wants to see what happens when foes with nethicite collide. That'd be just like Dr. Sid.
I will search out the Sun Crest.
History is built by our hands. That's his favorite line. He'd never stand by and watch the Occuria's stones shape things. So, he was talking to Vayne all along. He wasn't mad at all then, was he?
Restore Dalmasca's sovereignty and make our amends with Lady Ash. It's the only way to avert war.
It is a war of necessity. Your Lady Ash herself is bent on it. She desires it above all else. She will not rest until her revenge is full wrought.
I fear you misread her intent. She would sooner shun war than embrace it.
You are young, Larsa.
And you presume beyond your ken.
Then let us look closer. Judge Gabranth. I would have you seek after the Lady Ash and judge whether she makes overtures of peace or war. Yours shall be the eyes of the Empire.
And should I spy war, I am to put her to the sword. Is that your wish, Excellency?
It will not come to that, I am sure. I have faith in her, faith in you both. On you, Gabranth, shall I wager all our fortunes?
As you will.
That so sweet a child could be your brother is hard to believe.
Larsa is as he should be.
What's that, Vayne? Ah, taken the bait already, have they? Splendid. The Occuria have given the princess her treaty blade.
The gods have chosen their scribe to write history as they deem fit. Yes, and she with fresh nethicite to aid her.
Bah! To hell with the Occuria and their stones. What good? A power that cannot be harnessed. Baubles best suited for study, no more.
We conquered 2 kingdoms that you might study these baubles.
Oh, I am grateful for the sacrifice. Without it, manufactured nethicite would have eluded us. An unrivaled weapon, I warrant you. Tell me, Vayne, have I not been an apt pupil?
My counsel did but guide your able hand. Through power of man, the stones did you perfect. Yes. So much accomplished in 6 fleeting years. Man's fervor o'er all obstacles prevailing.
Our lives are much too short. You undying might waste long centuries away, but we, I fear, cannot.
Just so. Had we more time, we might have availed ourselves of more prudent measures.
Your greatest work still lies before you. Not lightly will the Occuria allow you to wrest the reins of history from their grasp, back into the hands of men.
Indeed. What claim does Gabranth have on history's reins? Seated on throne immortal, rent from time. For your ascendance, Vayne, I offer prayer. May you attain all that which is your due.
Attain it I shall. For too long have my deeds gone unrewarded.
In tower on distant shore dreams the sun crest. Do these words mean aught to you?
Didn't Redis say he was going to follow some other course? Maybe you found out something that can help.
I'd rather stay out of that Sky Pirate's debt, thank you.
What's wrong with Redis? I mean, if you can't trust your own kind, who can you trust?
You're an expert on pirating now, are you?
All right, then. So, there you go. The old gods of Ivalice basically have the ability to give us giant bombs. And they're like, we're the stewards of history because we can give you giant bombs. But don't worry, we've wrested control of history from the gods by finding out our own way to create giant bombs. It's and that's the and there you go, baby. Oh, right. They're really gonna make me go all the way back through here. There you go, baby. That's the plot of Final Fantasy XII. The Prometheus style. We have wrested control from the gods with the ability to create giant bombs. Oh, Barnabas, how'd your first foray into the Devil's Lettuce? I don't know. It just kind of made me feel inattentive. No, I think you should be able to teleport from here. Oh, okay, good. Maybe I'll just read the inscription again because I felt like there should have been something. Oh, okay, good. Because I swear, if I had to go back through that entire dungeon, this game has been pretty good about not making you go through the entire dungeon just to exit. But I don't know. Anyway, so the plan is, well, first off, the plan is here. We're just gonna go all the way back to the port, and then from there to the Sun Crest. To definitely, I mean, it's just like, you know, we're going to obey the bomb gods and explode the Empire. Such is their control of history. We are the stewards of history. Now murder everybody. That's your stewardship of history? Yes. Because as far as I know, I don't think the Occurians can actually do anything else aside from, you know, give Nethicite to people. How do you get the teleport crystals? They actually do sell them in this town. So finally, I can teleport between crystals. It took so long. Let's go, baby. Yo, Yulia, you know the lore a lot better than I do. Can the Occurians do anything aside from bombs?
Leave what boats have foundered. I want souls saved, not driftwood. Our armada ran afoul of bad water near the Ridorana Cataract. All engines stopped a sudden. Becalmed. Trouble with a mist thick as death, it seems. Those seas are yacht. I expected airship trouble, not a fleet foundering amidst the waves.
Oh yeah, they do give visions. They do like yeah, Rassler and Rex for Van. And obviously they can just appear as themselves too. I guess yeah, they can also like give counsel to people, but it seems like their main ways of doing stuff is with the giant bombs.
So the day-affected Nethicite was only a fragment? and these Occuria I know not and care to know even less.
If we strike this Suncrest with the Sword of Kings, no new stone may be born. We say the Suncrest is the source of all Nethicite's power. If we might break it, the Dusk Shard would be as a thing lifeless. As for the manufactured Nethicite, who can say?
There is another way. We used the Treaty Blade to cut a new stone from the Crest. Use that to fight the Dusk Shard and the manufactured stones.
Once you're used to it, hey, I mean, here's the thing. I got more to I got more to play around with if I want to. So
throw it away.
Maybe we'll do that for like another stream coming up here.
We have to find
Maybe like tonight,
first,
I don't know.
right? Don't we? Across the sea and in tower on a distant
Anyway,
shore.
cutscene.
Read this?
Familiar words, Vayne. I saw something of the sort written in some documents I chanced upon during my visit to Draklor. The Naldoan Sea, the Ridorana Cataract, and the Pharos Lighthouse. I sent my fleet to fish out the truth behind these words, and caught trouble.
Then proof is ours. This lighthouse on the Naldoan Sea is the tower on the distant shore. The strong mist that becalmed your ships is a grimmer yet clearer sign than any we might hope for. The Suncrest is there.
All well and good, but how do we get there? Those seas are in Yacht, as I recall.
Try putting this one in your ship. 'Tis a skystone made to resist Yacht.
More spoils from the Draklor labs, is it? Why not use it yourself?
That's just the thing. My ship's a Bergerben model. It will not work. But should it fit the Strahl, she'll fly in Yacht. Lady Ash, I would accompany your highness, if you do not object.
I am in your care. But tell me one thing. Why do so much for us?
The Nabudis Deadlands.
Nabudis was your home?
Nay, but a memory forever burned in my heart.
All right, yeah, and that's why I remembered that. Boy, that is an outfit. Boy, that is an outfit. But also, yeah, that's why I remember that. Just like they did indeed talk about Nabudis at some point in the game, but I didn't remember it prior to this, which is why I was just like, wait, did they know about that? Did they know that was Nethicite? But yes. The Nethicite is a metaphor for WMDs. It's like that's kind of what they're going for here. Or, like, you know, a Death Star type of thing, because Star Wars. You know how that goes. What is that square on his chest? Everybody having the exposed abs in this game is just... It is... You know, everybody talks about, like, belts and zippers. Nobody ever talks about the exposed abs in Final Fantasy XII. And I mean, you know... Like, they appear everywhere. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Look at his outfit. Is that like a bikini? Are you wearing a thong on the outside of your pants? Anyway. Continuing on though. Why do you have one of your eyes covered? Why does Vaughn worry so much about his knees? Oh, yeah. You know, I was so distracted by, like, his little tiny vest. His little tiny vest over his, like, super cut abs. Because, you know, everybody in this game has super cut abs. Like, everybody does. Where's all my women? I mean, they're here. But, you know. The fashion in this game is so wild. Anyway, though, that's... let's go get over to that Suncrest. Yeah, getting stuff more from the Draklor lab. It's like, yeah, yo, you think this might be like, whatever. Look, we're gonna do it anyway, even though it's clearly what Sid's intending. But what do you want? Aerodome. It's some strong knee armor. Reminds me of the knee nickels in that the main character of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance had. Everybody always talking about the knee nickels. 'Cause, 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 ' Oh, and the giant pizza cutter. So yeah, this is a weird time in like fashion in Final Fantasy. And like I said, everybody always talks about belts and zippers. Nobody ever talking about this weird stuff. Fret not, look to the bunny ladies. There are a lot of sexy bunny ladies. Sexy bunny Chewbacca's in this game. COVID booster hurts like a bitch. Yeah, I just got over that. And then I immediately got a cold, so here we are. Belts and zippers was mostly Nomura? Yeah. I obviously it is somebody else doing Final Fantasy 12, but like I feel like there's a lot to unpack with the character designs in this game that people don't talk about enough. On the literal edge of the world, because I want to say Final Fantasy 12 does in fact take place on a flat Earth.
A tower on distant shore, and about its peak a piercing mist.
I just want more buff women. I don't know if there's any like buff women in any Final Fantasy game that I can tell you about.
The Suncrest waits.
People see like
My
people
lady,
see
your words still sound of doubt. Pray you reach your
Tifa
answer
like
ere
that,
we
but
the
I don't
Suncrest.
really think she's like that in the game actually.
And
In Final
Should I
Fantasy 14,
choose
yeah,
revenge?
haven't played
What
the
then?
MMOs. What can I say?
Then your woe shall
Cindy,
be your
is she
own.
buff though? She mostly just dresses like a
If
character.
something untoward should happen to me, you're taking the straw.
Yeah, she mostly just dresses like a character from this game.
I am the leading man. Might need to do something heroic.
Yeah, shut up,
Don't
Han
worry,
Solo.
I'll show you how to
Right,
fly.
the cutscenes. I'm not talking over them in this series. Pain? Oh, was she? I gotta tell you, I know a lot about Final Fantasy X. I don't know about Final Fantasy X 2. That one is sort of that's outside of my expertise. Ariana? She wasn't buff. No, when I think of buff, I'm thinking like, you know, for real defined musculature. And I just maybe like, yeah, Final Fantasy 13 thing. I don't remember. I know so little about Final Fantasy 13. You know, the funny thing is I watched a friend play that for 10 hours one time, and I don't really remember too much from that game. God, that just sort of like fell right out of the brain pan the second that it despite 10 hours. I don't know. Oh, I was there. You weren't there for that one. That was somebody else. Thick in some areas. Oh, no. Strong fat is a good mix. Don't add Final Fantasy 13. Hey. After today, you got to wait until March 31st. Hey, what's that? You need another boss? Here I come. Yeah, strong fat. That is, I mean, yeah, it's a dumb phrase, but, you know, it's the, oh god, we talked about this. It's like it is the strong man physique. The strong man physique. You know? Because there's like bodybuilders, and then there's strong men. And like if you are an Olympic weightlifter, you have a very different sort of body than if you're a bodybuilder. We've talked about this before for some reason. Why do we talk about this so much on this channel? Trogdor is who to emulate. How are you going to get a big beefy arm on your back? Congratulations, everybody. Yet again. I don't know, they saved all the congratulations for the end of the game, I swear. Yeah, that's me. I got a Trogdor. I got a Trogbod. One big beefy arm that's on my back. And my teeth are consummate V's. Dadbod? Dadbod is more just like... That's more just like fat, chubby, and a... Oh, hey, a cutscene.
Hey, Fran. Something's written on the wall.
Engraved by someone, it seems. It's quite old. Lo, seeker in days unborn, God blade bearer. Know you, this tower challenges the sky. Where the watcher, the ward of the three waits, soul hungry, unsated. He without power, want it not. He with power, trust it not. He with sight, heed it not. Rend illusion, cut the true path. In blood, Wraithwall.
The Dynast King?
Does it startle you? The Dynast King took his sword from the Occuria. It was here he claimed the Nethicite. He must have known he was not the last the Occuria would choose. He left this for you. Rend illusion, cut the true path. Words of much mystery, yet his blood runs in your veins. Perhaps it whispers to you the truth.
Okay, strap yourself in. This one's going to be a long one. Also, you just got into playing Noita. Don't be afraid to look up stuff with that game. Because, like, yeah, I really like Noita, but it's like, man, that game benefits a lot from really knowing how to, like, create wands and everything. Okay, yeah. This is going to be a big one. This is a big dungeon. You ain't getting out of here very easily. Let's just say that right now. Thankfully, I've already done it once because, you know. What is a dad bod? Basically think like, you know, a very, very thick lad. Usually probably like 30s, maybe even 40s. Pudgy, but not like super fat. Usually with like a beard. That's like your consummate dad. Any more questions? We gotta grab one of these. Actually, I think I gotta grab 3 of these, so do that right now. Yeah, like pudgy but not obese. Yeah, it's like I said, what you want is you want like a nice thick lad, but you don't want like a super fat lad. That's a BBM. That's me. So, you know. Hey everybody, it's me, Doc Firebird, your favorite BBM. Okay. Ah, come on. Keep grabbing these things. I think I only need like 3 of them, but you know. Still need to probably grab at least a few. Because enemies, for whatever reason, drop them around here, and that's kind of like the big gimmick for this place. Doesn't that imply that you're supposed to be beautiful? What if I am? You don't know. Okay, fine. Gotta call me out like that. Anyway. Continuing on here. Okay, every one of the areas that I need to like put these orbs into are near the center, so that's what I'm looking for. We love you no matter how you look. That does not fill me with confidence. Uh-huh, and I should have it. Big mammaried man. I've never heard the phrase mammaried before. Hello, thick boy. Welcome to a conversation that you'll fit right in. Anyway. Yeah, so this is like a very large dungeon. Sorry I made the conversation go in this direction. Again. For the 3rd time. Like this month, I swear. Actually, it might even be more than that at this rate. Whatever. Look, we're not redoing the stream. I'll tell you that right now. I suppose I have a dad bod and I hate it. Oh no, man, live up to it. You know, I don't even know, like what is living life to the fullest with a dad bod? Shake your belly around? I don't know. I bring this up daily. Well, I don't stream daily. That is, you can hear like a little bit of Duel of the Fates in the background of this music because Star Wars. Like every single time. It always, and, you know, that's another thing with this game. What's up with the Star Wars? Like, yo, they really went hard on the Star Wars in this game, I swear. Final Fantasy always does that, but like extra hard for this one. Was it like the different director or something like that? Because obviously it's somebody new doing. I think it was somebody new directing this one, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's get in here. Open that door, baby. Give him the break, Doctor. Try. You should try harder. Anyway. You ever played Bloons? I've never played any of the Bloons, to be honest. That's I know that's like a big Flash game. We're in the Sand Sea, it seems like. You know, the place with the oil platforms before. Directors are different. I thought they had like a pretty consistent director for a while up to this point, but I don't remember. Too fast. Hey, I gave everybody a good look at what the game looked like when it's not super fast before. I'm going to keep it at 4 times speed. Pandemonium, which is a big rock, basically. All right, then. Keep going. Wait, it's a random boss? Yeah, once again, it's like, video games should incorporate the fact that they are. Video games should incorporate the fact that they are interactive into the story. That's the, you know, I think like the best video games do that sort of thing. Whether it's making like lore something that you discover by exploring around through the world, or You know, like, just having an important part of the story being related to things that are actually occurring in gameplay. And Final Fantasy XII just doesn't really do that. It's just like, it's just like a lot of other stuff that happens in between going to cutscenes. Ah. I almost feel bad for it. Nah. No congratulations this time, because I remember the bosses in here just result in you, like, warping out of the... Oh, no, it is congratulations. Never mind. Yay! Hoorah! That fight and ending was very discount Shadow of the Colossus. I can see that. But, like, you know, hey, this is just kind of like your floor boss. Oh, which I say, like, every boss hasn't been this level of inexplicable kind of appearing here. Congratulations! Thank you so much for playing my game. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The voice now is Chris Pratt. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing my game. Actually, he wouldn't even say that. He'd probably just be like, thank you for playing my game. I'm Mario. Hello, it is I, Mario. Anyway. Yeah, Chris Pratt playing Mario is still something that amuses me greatly, even to this very day. But actually, I think... Yeah, you can just... It's so... The Duel of the Fates little motif at the end there is so obvious. 9 and 12 are Ito... 7, 8, 9 by Kitase. 6 is directed by both of them. 5 was Hironobu Sakaguchi. Okay. Huh. This is a big step up from Final Fantasy IX. I'll give him that. I didn't like Final Fantasy IX. Once again, I'm sorry, everybody. Everybody who does love it. It just... Oh, my God. Oh. I had so many issues with that game. Anyway. Final Fantasy XIV is, of course, Yoshi P. Of course. Everybody knows that because he's always the dude on stage at any sort of, like, game show. It's like, hey, it's Yoshi P. All right, gimmick here. Beating up these guys opens up the floor. It opens up the floor. At least you don't hate Final Fantasy XII. Oh, well... Well... I mean, I did say at one point in time that I don't really think it's good or bad enough for me to really be engaged with. So, I mean, you know, that's one of those things. It's always the dichotomy of man, where I'm just like, well, I don't want to shit all over things that people like, but also I do. Anyway, continuing on with the game. What's feelings on Resident Evil? I really like Resident Evil. I think I think that entire series is pretty good. It's a very goofy and weird, and like silly in the best ways. But you know, a lot of people. I always talk about just like a lot of people see them as like just pure horror games, and I always think that's like it's just that is. Oh my God, they are carrying the torch, especially, you know, with the recent not Final Fantasies, with the recent Resident Evils of like, you know, old PlayStation and like Dreamcast era survival horror games and their like super goofy nature. Like characters like Jack Baker are very reminiscent of the sort of thing you would see in a Dreamcast horror game. Oh boy. In RE8, the main character literally got his heart crushed and goes on for one more boss battle. It's Ethan Winters is a very milquetoast character, but I do think that by Final Fantasy VIII he became he got some of that like Leon injected into him. No surprise, because it was very, very reminiscent of Resident Evil 4. Kind of clearly what they were going for there. Best Dead Cells build? Still want to say Electric Whip, Alchemic Carbine, damage over time. That's what you're looking for. Trust me. Make sure you take a lot of defensive mutations. That's pretty much it. It's like, I suppose that they haven't changed up the face flask yet. I'd go check out that episode. But, you know. The horror is eugenics. In Final Fantasy... Oh, my God. In Resident Evil 5, I suppose it was. Even though, spoilers for Resident Evil 5, I suppose, if you haven't played that game. Whatever. Wesker's plan was so incredibly stupid from like moment one. Like his idea of only the strongest will be able to adapt to Ouroboros, and I'm fairly certain that through the entirety of that game, nobody survived Ouroboros except for Wesker, who is literally genetically engineered to be able to like adapt and take over viruses put in his body. What a stupid ass plot of his. Well, he's dead now. Dead forever. And not Final Fantasy. Resident Evil 6 did not sell very well. Well, actually, I think it sold very well, but was very critically derided. So his son will also never appear in any other games. Take that. Oh no, an RE game with a nonsensical plot. Okay, fair enough. Your criticism is noted. But like even more than usual, I feel like his it was a dumb plot. Anyway. All of Resident Evil is about eugenics. I mean, it's sort of. It's more about like arms dealing, I would say. And science, mad science, but you know. Certainly Oswald Spencer was trying to discover immortality through genetic manipulation. Would you consider that eugenics, though? I don't know if I would consider that eugenics. Oh no, a skull. You gotta fight so many of these things. From what I remember, I need to like go back around to circle. Go one more time. You know how that is. All let's talk about arms dealing and nobody talks about leg dealing. No. Legs ain't worth nothing. Oh my god. My nose is this cold, I tell you. Anyway. All right. This should be good, I think. Oh, the talking here. I feel like it's becoming more and more difficult with this cold. Oh, what else? How many more? The legs are hot? I guess. Oh my god. You just waste my time at this point, game. I've beaten up so many of these skulls. There we go. Alright then. Yeah. Everybody loves them thick thighs. Where were you when I was playing Jump King? We had that conversation there. Ugh. This game's about 3 times larger than it should be, as always. I don't know. It's like, the major thing though, I think, is just like, gameplay doesn't really match up with the story, you know. That's my major criticism because, you know, I like gameplay. There's 2 things I really like in games. It's like gameplay and something I haven't seen before. Which is why I always immediately gravitate towards like the super weird games out there, you know? Because that's like that's always what I'm looking for. Oh my god. And yeah, I feel like if there's one thing that playing all these JRPGs from last year has taught me, it's just that games should... Oh boy, oh boy. Quality over quantity, you know? Because I feel like there's a... You know, like in pursuit to create a long... Oh my god, my nose. Yeah, in pursuit to create a very lengthy, like, epic experience that often it just kind of turns out that there's a lot of filler in it, you know? Think about, like, Shenmue, especially, which I feel like is a #1 offender for that. I'm no weeb. I'm really not. Like, you had me watch anime. That's like my one mark of normie-ism that I have. Watches anime every once in a while. Only when you guys want me to. By the way, I don't have another one to watch right now, so I Fortnite danced on anime's grave, and it is dead. There you go. So I no longer watch anime. Unless you got another one for me to watch right now. I don't know. I keep asking for that. Nobody has any suggestions. Nothing from 2008 to 2012. I swear to God, people. Be more original. JoJo? I mean, I've already read JoJo, so I don't know if there's like too much more. No, Fred is actually kind of running out of MP right now. Let me do that. Blood Sea. Wasn't Blood Sea also like the 2010? I swear to God, Persona 5 the animation. I'm like legitimately curious as to what sort of departures it takes to actually try and make like some sort of a story out of that game. But you know, Corey in the house. Shut up. Open that door, baby. But I'm not gonna watch that. Like, what are you kidding me? Are you into any sports anime? I've never really watched any sports anime before. I mean, like I said, my entire anime watching experience is largely based off of whatever was on Cartoon Network back in the day. Watch Jujutsu Kaisen? Banned. It was banned. Komi Can't Communicate? Isn't that Netflix, though? It's a big fish. Yep, sorry. Jujutsu Kaisen had to be banned. Alongside Wizard of Legend, Silk Song, oh, and FTL. Hajime no Ippo? Yeah, I've because people kept asking me for it. Those are the 4 banned things on the channel. And also, yeah, no JRPGs until March 31st. I have heard of Ippo before. It was banned because a lot of people wanted it. Yep, that's how it works, baby. Afro Samurai, that would be an interesting watch. I don't really know. I know a little bit about that series, but not too much. Isn't Ippo also like 1,000 episodes? I'm just trying to keep it to one season. If you're suggesting something. Oh no, not Silk Song. What will we do if it ever comes out? I said Wizard of Legend. Wizard of Legend, Silk Song, FTL, and for anime, Jujutsu Kaisen. And why are those all banned? Because people kept asking for them. Blood Sea. Isn't Blood Sea from 2010s, though? I also don't know what that is. How about Attack on Titan? I mean, I could. I know, like, quite a bit about that. Is this working right now? Oh, it is. Samurai 7, the traditional story of 7 samurai. I I don't know. We got like any consensus here? Like, what would be the next one? Wasn't a huge fan of Steins Gate. I liked. Yeah, okay, there's 4 things here. Each one of them locks away some sort of like information from you. This is the best one though. It's just a map. Yeah. Wasn't a huge fan of Steins Gate. I kind of liked Overlord. I don't know, like, not enough to continue on with the series past the first season, but it was all right, I guess. I don't know. Whatever next. Need to get up and make a poll if you want to. I have work soon. Yeah, it's like 5:30. I'm gonna go and get some coffee after I'm done with this. But hey, I wanna go. Since I already played through the rest of the game, you know, in preparation for this, I want to play through the rest of Final Fantasy XII right now. Besides, I also think that, you know, given the tumultuous nature of the series and how much I really didn't want to do it, you know, that like doing like a little bit of a stream here was a good finale. I also get, like, you know, your reaction to the ending and everything like that. All right. I'm looking for like that U-shaped thing. That's what the exit looks like. And, you know, yes, despite the fact that, oh no, I don't have my mini map, you still have the other map. I guess they didn't really consider that with the remake. Making the whole giving up of the map a very non-issue for going through this area. Still gotta go find the place though. Yep, here it is. Like I said, that U-shape. So, like, what are even the options for anime? Whatever. I mean, like I said, I want to watch something I haven't seen before. But, like, yeah, Shadow Houses, Super Crooks. Never heard of that. You know, Pacific Rim has an anime. Is it any good, though? Because, I don't know, I heard that the sequel to Pacific Rim is kind of but, like, the original Pacific Rim was pretty good. I don't know. I never saw it, so, yeah. Add Persona 5 the animation. All right, then. Are we really... Like, yo, we got more to do with Persona 5. I actually just had somebody asking recently about if I was going to keep updating the transcripts, and I am. Here, I'll make that a New Year's resolution. We'll start to really update those transcripts. Okay, where's this egg? You hear Blood Sea is pretty good. Throw it on the pole. Ah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, no, I remember this. It's like, yeah, if I try to go over here, this door can't be opened from this side, which is funny. It's like I'm playing Dark Souls, baby. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go from this direction instead. Hey. Why did you just kill me immediately? Whatever. What? What is this character? Kill him. There. And that's that. Now then. Yeah, just throw them all on the pole. See what we got. I'll suggest Final Fantasy Unlimited, but it's kind of bad. I suppose it's like I should probably say it should be a good anime, but also, I don't know, maybe there's bad anime that you'd think I might really enjoy. I don't know. The original writer-director for Pacific Rim, that was Guillermo del Toro, right? He was directing that. Sequel ruined the story, so they made it ahead and made it without the original director. Okay, so that, I thought it was something like that. It really struck me as just like a Hollywood does it again sort of thing. Some point in time, I'm going to have to go play... I think you would kill a gorilla, by the way. I love you. Some point in time, I am going to have to go play Death Stranding. I want to. But, like, I also know it's very long. Yeah. Oh, to be loved. Yes, it's me. I love you. Hey, and thank you, Barnabas, for the 5 subs. I love you as well, of course. As always, I will be getting to Akane soon enough. Please, don't worry about it. I'm bad at doing things. Hey, it's me. Your next boss. There's so many. I've fought so many bosses, and none of them are anything. See if anyone votes. Vote or not. Look, I'm down with watching some anime. Why not? But, like, whatever. It's very long and monotonous, and also doesn't have really separation of gameplay and story in this game. In Death Stranding, the story and gameplay are separated by a fucking blue whale. See, that's the sort of thing I'm talking about, where it's just like, that's something I haven't seen before. That's something that would be new to me. Just like, even if the gameplay is frustrating and I'm not gonna like it, at least it's weird and interesting. That's at least why I want to. That's at least why I want to check that out at some point. Also, I've liked Kojima's stuff in the past, but this one seems to be a little bit too unchained. But maybe I'll enjoy it anyway. Like I said, I like stuff. I like stuff I haven't seen before, you know? So like if it's at least new to me. Oh. Wait, I didn't check How to Find. Oh yeah, because like I don't have Netflix. Remember everybody, I don't have Netflix. Altar of Magics? No, it was the Altar of Knowledge I'm looking for, I think. Right, you. Yes. There we go. Like stuff he hasn't seen before. Anime is a bad place for that. Well, I mean, I haven't really seen anime before. Like, I've seen a very minimal amount of anime, so that's at least, you know, just based on that alone, I think it's like there's gonna be something to have. Also forgot about what? What? Goblin Slayer? I don't know if I've heard a little bit about Goblin Slayer. I don't know if I'd like that one. Wait, is that the one I'm thinking of? Maybe. Oh, whatever. Do you think it's 66 because of Order 66? You can pirate Attack on Titan? At this point, the series is so bad I stopped watching it. Whatever. I made a real attempt to try and do the series good, but like, you know. 66 because of 69. Getting flagged. Yeah, they don't let you go up to 69 in this game. I don't know why. They really don't want you to do that. They did that in the Dracor labs as well. Yeah. Is there anything else to find? Oh no, yeah. Never forget that. Just like they put the Waystone right in front of you for good reason. No problem. Persona 5 is on Crunchyroll. It's really gonna be Persona 5. Well, it's only gonna be the first season, whatever that is, and Man! I put in so much grinding in this series, and you're not even gonna watch it? What's up with that? Can't believe you're not even going, like, play this game for like a good 20 hours and you're not even gonna watch the series? Not even watching the series? Why not? All right. Now, it wasn't here, but it was around here. So, what was it exactly? There's a gimmick here, I remember, but I don't remember what it was. Do I, something like that. Do anything to avoid. Is it really interesting? Shadow's house? Okay. Can I actually watch that on like Crunchyroll or whatever? Anyway, what was the shtick here? I'm trying to even remember. Ah. I tell you, this that motif is still killing me here. I was like, up here. Where am I right now? Wait, no, I'm back all the way back on 10th floor. What the hell? I'm a little bit farther down than I expected. Oh, boy. Yes, return me to the wellspring, please. Is it on Crunchyroll, so I failed you? Ah, well. Anime continues to be dead. Hey, everybody! Anime continues to be dead. So, can I send the thing back down? F. It's not F. Come on. Oh my god, why did it send me back down to the 10th floor? Whatever. Just run through here again then, I suppose. I was trying to look for like a reset, but didn't really agree with me now, did it? Blood plus plus. It's like, I don't know, I didn't vote for Blood C. You voted for Shadow's House, and I don't have any ability to watch that, so, you know. Alright. Quit making me watch Isekai. What's with all you kids and your Isekais? Why are you all so obsessed with Isekai? Anyway. I'm gonna climb 60 floors again? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's just like, I don't know how else I'm gonna do it, you know? I thought there was gonna be like an elevator or something, but guess not. Yep. Just gotta get right through here. Blood type C+. I see. That's not a real blood type. Literally the only one that was on Crunchyroll. It's like, come on, people. I mean, it's like maybe it's on like some other like streaming service that's free, but Crunchyroll's the only one I know of. It's the only one I'm familiar with. So, you know. Kind of has to be there. Remember, everybody, I don't have Netflix. Everybody always assuming you got Netflix. I ain't got no Netflix. Anyway, like not even looking at the areas I'm walking into right now. JRPG walking simulator with EXP. Yep. It is, yeah, missing out on all the really interesting gameplay. I showed you what the gameplay looks like. Plenty of times. Oh, okay, good. Here, this will work. Yeah, there we go. Just use somebody else's Netflix? Who else has Netflix? I don't know anybody that has Netflix. I don't have friends. Riveting gameplay, yeah. Yep. I can turn off the 4x speed if you want again. The second guy, I don't think he does. Maybe. Now that's as high up as it's going, eh? Well, anyway. Keep on going. Tell him to get it? No. Your dad? He might. I don't know. There's nothing on Netflix I want to watch. I mean, what? You want him to go get caught up with Squid Game or something? I don't really know what that is, but everybody's talking about it. I love that game about squids, let me tell you. There we go. Doc, I assume you don't have Hulu? I do not have anything. Remember, everybody, I am not employed. Also, I don't watch people that don't stream video games on the internet. Like, come on. Play Splatoon? I don't have a Switch or a Wii U, but you know. Is a fair share of anime? Yeah, but I don't want to watch anime. You guys are making me watch anime. Okay. I thought all I needed to do was go hit like the... Oh no, here's the black sigil. Looks more blue to me, but whatever. Play with a spoon. No. What? No. What? No. Doc, do drugs. Oh, all right. I'm doing them. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so I went to the wrong one first. Now I remember the way to do it. Drugs are bad? Okay, well, I'll stop doing them. Let me just undo the drugs. That was the sound of me undoing drugs. Really is Dark Souls, isn't it? Burnt spoon? What does that mean? Then the red one. And then the pink one. And we should be good. Although also, if I remember correctly here, we do have... Well, here, take out these guys first, whatever. And if I do remember... Yep. Hey, found it right there. Great. Look at it. Look at it, it's all its opulent, doesn't even really look that much like a sword. But there it is. Anyway, pink. Ugh. Horrible. Something. I don't even remember what I was going to say here. Now, was there... I don't even think there was another area that I was supposed to take. I think I just kind of like wander around in here and find like the proper... Or was it just like, yeah, you just kind of go behind here again? Okay, yeah, it was. Cure. And there we go. Doc, make a sub goal. Technically, I already have a sub goal for, you know... Technically, I already have a sub goal for doing the Persona series, which every time anybody gives a lot of subs, they say, please don't put this towards the Persona series. Which I understand. Real Wii U hours. Well, I mean, it's pink specific. I had to choose the pink one specifically because I did the Trial of Knowledge or whatever it's called. Make a sub goal counter. I mean, I can just tell you how many subs I have right now if you want. I think it's public information. I think you can just look that up. Hey, it's me, another boss. Here I am. The best berries are purple. Plums, I guess? For forcing you to wear striped knee socks while streaming? I mean, I already wear the Mega Milk shirt. Is that not enough? Blueberries are purple. I mean, or plums. Plums are the traditional purple fruits. Berries, if you will. Back out there, there you go. We got your disease. Welcome. No. Currents? Oh, true. A lot of time on the boss design doesn't even have anything to do with the area it's in. You got it. Only E-girl close. Oh, everybody died. Huh. Yeah, let's give Ash back up then, I suppose. Then get rid of Balthier, get Bosch. Basically replace everybody with the previous party that I had. And one friend back here. Really? Again? What is wrong with you people? There we go. Ah. Oh, I'll take it. Don't like blueberries. I mean, look, here's the thing. E-girl clothes don't look good on me. Once again, I'm a BBM. It's like I don't think they look very good. Milk-a-meg. We'll judge it for you. No, you won't. Asper obtained. Why is he mostly based on giving me diseases? Should I order sushi? Order sushi. A big blue man? Yes. That's me. I'm one of the blue meanies. I'll wear e-girl clothes. I mean, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do with your wardrobe. I'm going to get out of here and bring back the actual good party. Now then. What's this, by the way? Dark matter? That would... Oh boy, now I can summon, Nautimus? What was that in Final Fantasy IX? I don't even remember.
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrest must be near.
Odin. Oh, that was Odin? Really? Huh.
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean...
No, why would you... Like, come on.
It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Look, I never thought for even a second that she was ever going to do anything like that.
But you know...
But then again, Final Fantasy XII was trying to do stuff different.
We can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later. Unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons. Cut the true path. But will she?
All right. Floor 97. Now floor 98. Now floor 99. I can count, everybody. I did it. I counted. I mean, I always prefer blueberry muffins. That's usually my go-to for just about anything. Muffin related. Especially if they got like some sort of topping on them.
The Suncrest.
Of course, I also just like, you know, cupcakes. What can I say?
King Wraithwall stood here. With this sword, he cut the Suncrest and took its power in his hand.
But you're going to
I
use
have
the sword to
wild
destroy
strawberries
the
growing in my
Suncrest.
yard. Hey, that's good.
Aren't you, Ash?
Don't
Right,
interrupt
cutscenes.
me, Vaughn.
Yes, I'm sorry, Ash. Yes, you can post links in chat.
Lord Rassler.
You want revenge? You would have me use the stone? You would have me destroy the Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want? I cannot.
Why do you hesitate? Take what is yours. The Christ is a blade. It was meant for you. Wield it. Avenge your father. Yes, it was I who wore Bashi's face, who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ash, your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
I slew your king.
I'm
I
here
slew your
too.
country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance? Yes, good. Find your wrath. Take up your sword. Fight and serve those who died before you.
A Judge Magister there was. 2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabratia, and used it not knowing what he did. And Nabudis was blown away. Sid ordered this of him, to learn the Nethicite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He forsook his Judicious plate and his name.
Judge Sect.
It's been too long, Gabranth. Reach out your hand, Lady Ash. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair. Something beyond our reach. Try as we might, Gabranth, history's chains bind us too tightly.
No, we cannot escape the past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Dalmasca? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
Rassler. My prince, our time was short. Yet I know this. You are not the kind to take base revenge! The wrestler I knew is gone.
You are our saint, Ashalia Benagan. You must use the Nethicite. You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
I am no false saint for you to use.
Ash.
In all Dalmasca's long history, not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back. To use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Suncrest. I will discard the stone.
You claim no need of power? What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand justice!
You're wrong.
Huh?
What would change? I can't help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past. What is done, is done.
Yet without power, what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Ha! Defend? You? You who failed Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oaths poison those you would protect.
All right. I mean, despite being obviously very important character in the story, it's like.
Do not think killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you
By being a very important character in the story, he did just kind of appear out of nowhere, didn't he?
stained with blood.
Aye. This stain is mine to bear, but I will bear it willingly, knowing that I did all that I could for hope.
Preen and strut as you like. In the end, we are the same. Bloodthirsting carrion birds. Hellbent on revenge.
All right, anyway. And I gotta say, even if that was the real Rostler, even if that was in fact his actual ghost out there being all like, no, kill the Empire. It's like, Ash is her own person. She could just not do that.
Enough of this! I can bear no more. You disappoint me, Gabranth. He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lars's trust. You are unfit to serve him as sword or shield, and so I release you from that service. Your presence is neither required nor welcome.
Gabranth!
You were only a tool of this Venar.
How quaint. We are allies. The Occuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your Nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Suncrest be damned!
Be sure that it is! For what other purpose do you think you've brought us here? But, my lady, I would have you stay your Occurian sword. The Suncrest is glutted with mist, and so precious a thing must not be squandered.
Let us use the stone! Finish this for now! Shards of Nephesite, cocoon of the Suncrist, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let sea and sky be awash in it, that Bahamut may come and drink his fill. And lo, how brightly burned their lanthorn! Casts it back the shadow of Occurian design, testament that man's history shall be his alone!
You made your Nephesite for this? You mimic the Occuria stone for what? To become a god yourself?
On whose shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods? Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran, and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, family, revel in the glory of my triumph!
All right, anyway.
No pity for me! Stand and fight!
I haven't been following the plot at all, and I'm so lost. It's a big MacGuffin, and everybody wants it because it's super powerful. Except the main characters don't want it because the intent is that, you know, you blow up people with it.
Nephesite, the fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the stone of man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes. Stand free to me!
Is this the fight? No. I do like Sid though. Sid is really hammy, as Wirtz was saying. It's like boy, the line reads he's got are so good. But it's just like, no, this is not the fight that I was talking about. Yeah, Sid overall, pretty great character in this game. Did he just summon Smog? No, it's like a guy with a giant vase. I don't know. No one is trying to do anything because it's Sid's turn to talk. Hey, talking is a free action, as you know. That's the Aquarius Esper? Huh. What's the Gemini Esper? Because that's my sign. Oh my god, he has like 1 hit point left. There. Yeesh. Now then. How many times has this fight been interrupted the cutscene? I think this is the 6th. Get used to that. From this point on, it's going to be quite a bit of that sort of thing. All right, I did it. Not in the laughing mood? No, he's in a dying mood now. He's dead. Are you doing hunts or just the story? Just the story. I did a few of the hunts, but like, eh.
Let him by, Vayne. It is done. Ah, how I have enjoyed these 6 years.
The pleasure was all mine.
Was there no other way? Huh. Spend your pity elsewhere. If you are so set on running, hadn't you best be off, fool of a pirate?
Fran? Fran!
The mist burns to bursting. It beats. The cocoon. The Suncrest bursts. You must run as far as you can.
Easy, Fran.
Hadn't you best be off? That's what a sky pirate does. You fly, don't you?
I suppose you'd better hang on then.
Ash, the sword! We have to stop it!
You must quit this place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before. Nay, never this large. Never such threat impendent. For Nabudis.
Redis! Redis, no!
I, Judge Magister, condemn you to oblivion!
Redis.
All right, then. Why couldn't they land on top of the tower? It pierces the sky. It's way too low. I mean, you know, whatever. Ask that for pretty much any time there's a big tower and you have a ship in the game. Then again, I suppose Cid did. That's exactly what Cid did. Think it would be easier. Also, that's what Gabranth did, who didn't seem to come in with Cid in the first place. The stone at the top of the tower interferes with the ship you have. Yeah, but that's why we got the special thing from Redis in the first place, right? Because we stole that from. Maybe Cid made it so that it wasn't good enough to get to the top. Ah, whatever. Look, we took care of the big the big thing. That's the most important part. What's this, Zelda? It's clearly Final Fantasy. Come on now.
Al-Cid?
We let ourselves inside. The situation is one demanding some haste, you understand?
How did you know where we were?
My little birds. They tell me many, many things. My lady, the war begins now.
Then you were unsuccessful in stopping the Rosarian fleet?
I used a variety of methods. All went according to plan until it came time to request withdrawal of our most devoted generals. In their enthusiasm for war, our great military leaders went behind my back straight to Marquis Sandor's resistance.
The Resistance?
During training, a division of the Resistance ignored their orders and disappeared. They were next found exchanging broadsides.
Fairly certain you're just referring to the Cid in Final Fantasy X.
Why would they go there? They were asking to be found.
You misunderstand. Those ships must surely belong to Rosarian division. They may have joined Ondor's resistance forces as patriots or even mercenaries, but in reality they are regulars of the Rosarian army, under direct command of our war pavilion. This fifth column has invaded Imperial airspace and provoked a response. Unable to abandon them, His Excellency the
Yeah, it's
Marquis
6
was
a.m.
obliged to give his main
It's
fleet
perfect
the
time for
order
Final
to
Fantasy. What are you
attack.
talking about?
And the battleground is Dalmasca.
Should this fight drag on, Rosaria will enter the fray. The defense of Dalmasca is their excuse, and we will have a war between empires.
Correct. They will bide their time waiting to strike until the Empire has spent itself against the Marquis. But Vayne, he will crush them and the Marquis both between his hands.
Vayne holds the Dusk Shard no longer. His advantage is lost.
Vayne has advantages enough. He stands on higher ground, and my birds tell me he has awoken something quite large. Bahamut, Lord of the Sky. There was a stirring in the mist, in the direction of Ridorana, I am told. Bahamut awoke soon after this.
It is the mist that came before the Christ was undone. It breathed life into this Bahamut. If Rethers had not stopped it when he did, how much more mist might it have drunk? All went according to Dr. Sid's designs.
Yes, the man's last great accomplishment, I fear. And so it falls to me to put an end to the thing.
Vayne commands Bahamut himself?
He comes to Rabanastar.
Then I will defend Dalmasca and stop this Bahamut. This is my charge.
That's our charge, actually.
It's our home. It belongs to us all.
And my charge is to hinder and delay this Rosarian invasion for as long as is possible. I will do what I can. Ah, yes. When this unpleasantness is done, you must come to Rosaria. I will take you to the Amber Vale of Clan Margrace. Such things I will show you. Until then, I will be waiting.
Oh man, Al-Cid is a character. Yeah, I've remarked a lot on the fashion of this game, but it's like his hairy chest and the sunglasses, which, like, the sunglasses in this game, there's something, aren't they? Anywho, let's go. Up to the mega base ship Bahamut. Pretty much just go right over to the airport yet again. Although at this point, I should just real quick. Let's see if there's any other interesting, fun stuff that I might be able to get from selling all this garbage. We'll go restock on all of the speed walking. It's a part of the game. People keep asking about that. What, you haven't been watching the original series? Come on, you don't know about speed mode in this game? Anyway, it's a thing. Yeah, no, they put it in the game. It makes it so that this game is a lot faster. Literally and figuratively. Mostly literally, though. I'm just curious if this is even going to give me anything interesting in the bazaar. That's mostly what I'm here for right now. You just keep shoving all this stuff in. Then restock for the final battle. That's right. It's the final battle. That's right. It is the final battle. Okay, what do we got? Wow, nice. Sure. And no, none of this is interesting. Anyway, I meant to buy like all of the other stuff here. Prime Tanned Hide, yes. The final battle of this Final Fantasy the game. Yeah, it's like, no, that's, oh boy, so many fights. I mean, yeah, I'm down to like 36. I should probably like stock up on these. I don't have any other Final Fantasy games coming up for now. For you. But I do have there is of course oh god, what is it? I can't remember the name right now. Octopath Traveler, which is of course very Final Fantasy like, if not an actual Final Fantasy game. That one I'm only gonna do one story for. So what are your thoughts? I just gameplay is kind of like not interesting. I like the concept, but I wasn't super into it. The story I just couldn't really get into. It's a step up from Final Fantasy IX. I think it's better than that, but like it's one of those games that's just like not like it's not like good or bad enough to really engage me, you know? Final Fantasy VII in the queue? Nope. We ain't got no more Final Fantasies, and also no more JRPGs until March 31st. Favorite part of the game is environment design. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the environments. I mean, some of the environments are really cool. Like I like the Draclor lab and everything, but a lot of them are just kind of like generic RPG.
This wind. What could it be?
Anyway, cutscenes.
A tornado? Tornado? It's headed right for us.
Why specifically March 31st? 3 months. I'm putting a 3-month cooldown on JRPGs on the channel. And that's just like, hey, you know, so on April 1st there will be another JRPG starting up. Don't even worry about it. I'm sure, Yulia. Right?
Make your target the Resistance heavy cruiser.
Our dear Cid? Slain by his son. A common tale of late.
Firing solution complete. Sighting is good. Release valves open. The nethersites are critical. Auxiliary show clear.
Put an end to this. They have already surrendered.
Let us make of this an offering. One he might see even now. Vayne, what say you?
The main battery stands ready.
I beg you.
Fire.
by this.
Once they see that there can be no surrender, the Resistance must needs come at us with all they have. We will answer their attack head-on and destroy them, before the eyes of all Rabanastre.
If you do this, the people will only grow to hate you the more.
And should I pardon them, they will only rise up yet again.
I do not believe they would. In cooperation lies our hope. You are mistaken. You were wrong, brother.
And if I am? You had best find the strength you need to correct me then.
Ship sighted ahead! A score or more! The Resistance fleet, my lord!
Hear this! Today we write the first page of a new history. Our history. Each of you must play his part. Put down this rebellion. For Arcadia, we fight!
For Arcadia!
May fortune favor us all.
This is Altos leader. Keep the formations tight. Give them a warm welcome. Many more to choose from. Right for the taking.
Give word to the cannons. Make ready and fire.
We have a clean line.
Prepare the second volley. Be quick. By the gods.
Carrier Galefal, she's lost. Unknown ship from abaft.
Could it be?
Uncle, it is I. I'm crossing to the Bahamut to stop Vayne.
What are you saying? You are too rash. Your duties come after the battle is over.
If we allow them to destroy us here, there will be no after. You must assist our charge.
Stop! You must pull back. Stop the Strong.
Hold it! I mean, wait! This is Master Solidor. I'm going in with her, so we're fine. I got the princess covered.
Larsa Solidor? So you hold him as a hostage?
No, Uncle. He will fight with us against Vayne. Leave it to us.
Understood. Our fate is in your hands.
Yes.
I got the princess covered.
Lars would say that. We're relying on you for fire support. Give them something to think about. We'll pick our moment and make our move. welcome. Careful.
One follows.
Ah, you want to dance? Then let's dance.
A new partner.
It's not easy being this popular, you know.
Can't believe Vaughn's biggest plot contribution is doing his best Larsa impression. Yep, that's Vaughn.
There it is.
You're not even wrong there, evil. Either. Ah, evil. Yes.
Come on. Come on.
Was the original Larsa? He was that kid that was talking to the villain guy earlier.
Vayne will be in the fortress's command tower. I saw something of the like on our way in here. Right above our heads.
We need not fight all the Empire to win. If we can get to Vayne, we can put an end to this war.
Let's get going then. Find Vayne wherever he's perched and knock him off.
Okay, let's get to it. How'd they dock the ship? Magic. Anyway. I don't know, they just ran into the ship. Look, it doesn't matter. We're here. We're here in Sky Fortress Bahamut, named after, of course, the Summon, as all of the Empire's ships are. Whereas, like, the Resistance ships are named after, you know, named after the other guy. Ah, damn it.
The Resistance fights their battle well. We dare not fail them. We dare not falter.
Stop worrying. We just have to clean up here, and then Ash will be the queen.
It's kind of hard to believe. I can't even imagine trying to rule a whole kingdom.
A queen might always run away with the help of a sky pirate looking to raise his bounty a peg.
I doubt our queen would need the help of any sky pirates.
Do you really think me as strong as all that?
Who said anything about strong? You'll make it. You got good friends.
Okay. Balthier is pseudonym. Yeah, that's because he is Sid's son after all. Yeah, but it's just like still like half the characters don't even have last names. It's true. I didn't even really think about like. Yeah, it's like you only really hear Bosch's last name the once, right? When Vaughn is trying to, you know, when you're not listening to Ondor's lies, of course. That very stupid part of the game. Okay. Come on. Come on. The true final boss of the game, trying to get this thing to act. There it is. You mean the best part of the game.
So you have lived.
I am Judge Magister.
How?
Even in disgrace. My just reward for aiding the Empire that destroyed
How?
my land.
Gabranth, do not blame yourself anymore.
You confound me, brother. You failed Landis. You failed Damaska. All you were to protect. Yet you still
Plot armor. Also literal armor, I suppose. But still, it's like, you saw what happened there.
And defender I have. How is it that you have survived? Is it not because you defend Lord Larsa?
Also in a literal sense.
All was stripped from me. Only hatred for the brother who fled our homeland remains mine. Tell me, why do you forsake that which you must hold most precious?
I do as I must, brother. Or is that not answer enough?
Well, anyway, round 2. Look, we'll do this if you really want to.
Futile Bosh. Long have I walked in hatred's company. As long as I can curse your name, I shall not be defeated.
Well, then cancel this cutscene and let's go, dude.
Wield your hatred and crush me. I welcome it.
Dissidia. I never played Dissidia. I'm sorry.
Your life ends at my blade.
Anywho. Look, you can also have a healer on your side, too. I don't even care. He's doing the Star Wars thing.
Have you your fill of this?
I would ask you the same. Let this end, Noah.
I have no right to be called by that.
I like how you just went, oh no. Anyways, welcome to my Final Fantasy XII playthrough.
Then live and reclaim it.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, no, like literally. Okay, why do you have to be on the left side of these lift controls? But yeah, I think there's the first time they say in the actual game, Gabranth's the actual first name.
I bid you welcome to my sky fortress, the Bahamut. I must apologize for my delay in welcoming you aboard my ship. Permit me to ask, who are you? An angel of vengeance? Or perchance a saint of salvation?
I am simply myself. No more and no less. And I want only to be free.
Such a woman is not fit to bear the burden of rule. Weep for Dalmasca, for she is lost. Observe well, Larsa. Watch and mark you the suffering of one who must rule, yet lacks the power.
No. No, brother. I will not. Though I lack your power, I will still persist.
Bold words, child.
Lord Larsa.
Okay, we ready for final boss time with Larsa joining in, kind of, sort of. Anyway. Hey, thank you, 3 silver. I love you.
Your lives are forfeit, and your insurgents with them. Dalmasca will again know order.
So when do we fight the god that ruins the final boss thing? That's coming up, don't worry. Vayne is still here, don't forget about that.
What am I to do with those who would oppose me? But show them death!
Anyway, once again. He punched my screen so hard that he broke it. All right, then. Oh, here it comes, baby. My favorite part of the game. Do it. Do it.
Lord Brother!
Larsa!
No, not the part where the kid gets electrocuted.
Manufactured nethicite.
Yeah! We're doing the Shido thing! I fucking love this! It is... Oh my god, I love this. Yes, yes, it is another Metal Gear Rising boss. God, yes. I want... Why... God, all the rest of the game was so self-serious. Why couldn't we have more of this? Yeah, baby, this is unquestionably bumps the entire game up 1 letter grade, no question. Oh, I love this part.
Gabranth, you will defend my brother. He will have much need in the hell to follow.
How'd this man become Nanomachine's son, manufactured nethicite? I think that was obvious.
Yes, I will defend Lord Larsa.
Usually it just explodes, but here it turns him into Shido.
Treason bears a price.
One I gladly pay.
Great, then come over here. I'll rip out your spine. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so amazing. It's like he really does just go Super Saiyan. But yeah, this was... Look at this.
Release your power, my minions. Find through your bark. Bring pain and despair unending. Die!
Oh, it's so good. it's weird because the rest of the game is so serious about everything. And then this.
A new dynast king, and man will keep his own history. The tyranny of the gods is ended. We are their puppets no more. The freedom for which we have longed is at hand.
Yeah, flex on the gods. Normally I'd be annoyed at this amount of cutscenes, but I just want to see more of... I want to see more of Shido Vayne. Anyway, 500 damage. He's actually very similar to the final boss of with the flying sword. Just reminds me a lot of the final boss of Final Fantasy 15 as well. Yeah, exploded his muscles, exactly. I guess that makes sense. All that fanfare? That's a Final Fantasy classic, though.
Even a stray has pride. Here I pay my debt.
Burn in hell! Gabranth!
Oh yeah, it also stops spells occasionally. That's just like a thing that I forgot. I'm here too, guys! It's literally what they were making with that scientist guy. Yeah, but there was no indication that manufactured Nethersite could do this before. This is just like, hey, we wanted to have a dumb final boss, and I'm all for it. 100%. Prior to this point, manufactured Nethersite... Well, actually, no, there was the judge. That one judge also kind of did that too, but I don't really know if that made him more powerful or if that just made him, you know, listen to Vayne sort of deal. Look, let's just say this. Nethersite, for the most part, big explosion. It also does a bunch of random other things when the plot demands it.
Vayne! I have failed us both. I am no dynast king. You must find another.
It's basically the T-virus, especially in this case. Look at that neck.
They are fulfilled beyond your knowing. The Christ is sundered. Age of Stones complete. From the Undying Ones, the world is freed. You shall not tread this path alone. Together we go. Come.
Won't Cid be eager to learn what has happened here? History begins anew.
He's so needlessly swole. You say that, but I would say that's exactly what I want out of the character. Nethicite gives him crooked teeth? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that either. Does he explode? No, he's just getting the Vayne power. You know how, like, you always gotta have the god fight ending. This is him basically getting, I guess, like, super powered by Vayne. And now he's like, you know, god, whatever. I told you it was gonna happen. Yeah, here's the god JRPG fight. Yes, you got it. You knew it was coming. Anyway, there he is. Mecha God. Yeah, it's I would suggest playing Final Fantasy. God, saying it again. I would suggest playing Resident Evil 8 to do something else like that in here. Sadly, no fist fight ending. This is not that sort of game. But yeah, now he's referred to as the Undying, which is the Occuria, which is also the name for the Occurians. Which is, I guess, you know, kind of like confirming that yes, this is basically Vayne Vayne combo. I like the design concept. It's interesting. But I don't know. I also feel like it's, you know, the big wings and everything is so Final Fantasy final boss. How do I get you to play a game for Switch? I need to get a Switch first. He also does love to spam these long cutscene attacks too. How's it going? We finishing up Final Fantasy XII. This is literally the final boss right now. Right now. Hi. Say hello. I mean, for example, this is actually very reminiscent of the final boss of Phantom Dust as well. I feel like I threw $300 at you at a one-time Switch. Oh, yeah, but I used that to get a new mic mixer as of recent. Which is about to be what's happening. What is with the God Final Fight JRPGs? I don't know. Bombastic ending? It's not like we didn't know about Vayne and everything. That was definitely a big part of the storyline. But now it's not, because it's dead. Everybody's dead. We win, everybody. Ivlis is freed from this nonsense at the very least. The true power lies in farming like a madman. It's very true, though. Just ask Zamlamir. Congregations, conglomerations, cooperation, corporations. Thank you. I feel very corporated today. Also, you're free now. I'm free for 3 months. Consolidations. Thanks. All of the conflagrations today. I did it, everybody.
Well, can we fly?
No fuel goes to the Glossair engines.
Damn. Vaughn, you're in charge. I'm checking the engine room.
Right.
Fran, with me.
Look! Bahamut's Glossair rings are stopping!
Coronation. Now gonna give a speech thanking everybody. Hey, I'd like to thank everybody that appeared in this stream today. Hyperdeath, Galthagod, Ezreal, Yulia, Silver. I kind of have to go back like 3 hours to remember exactly who was in here at the very start. Like, yes, thank you. I did it. No one is here. I'm just talking to myself. It's true. Me too. I said Galthagod.
The Empire would fail, and civil war would take us all.
Any other shout-outs for my incredible accomplishment of beating Final Fantasy XII? It's an incredible accomplishment, let me tell you. It's our last hope. Shut up. Shut up with the Star Wars thing. And Lilith, I love you. Yes.
Vaughn, the power's back.
Yes, and Drug Guy.
Right. Let's go. Grab onto something.
Always with the Star Wars, I swear. This is definitely the most Star Wars game that you can get without it actually being Star Wars.
The strong. They made it. At last. The Bahamut has fallen. The final test is upon us. The judges shall rule us no more. Main cannon on the Alexander.
This is Judge Magister Gabranth. All forces cease fire. I repeat, all units of the Arcadian army, hold your fire.
The music is even Star Wars. Oh yeah, the motifs are so obvious.
Moment, we have signed a ceasefire with the Shelia Benargan Dalmasca, the Royal Majesty.
Attention. This is
Also, the game's pronounced Bahamut instead of the... Well, they pronounce it Bahamut rather than Bahamut. And so I would not know the correct way to pronounce that. It's literally just missing laser swords, and I'm sure there's probably one that I could have gotten.
The Lady Ash. Thank the gods you live.
I confirm what Judge Magister Gabranth and Larsa Solidor have said here.
Please stand down your attack. The war is over.
And we died trying to attack me several times, but whatever. Look, just give it to Gabranth.
A new day has dawned. We are free.
He helped me out in the fight against Senator Armstrong, even though it didn't really matter, because of the over leveling. We're only hearing a copy of your voice, and we aren't actually there, bro. Deep. Wow, that's a. I mean, well, that's like saying that you never actually see yourself because mirrors aren't real.
The Bahamut must not be allowed to fall on the city of Rabanasta. We are preparing to ram her. Do not interfere.
Madness.
Should she fall, the paling will not hold, and all Rabanasta will be obliterated. All ships, concentrate your fire on the Alexander's remains once Bahamut is clear of the city.
Hasty, aren't they? I think it's a little early to be throwing away our lives just yet.
Balthier, Wait, Balthier, where are you?
Oh, Vayne. Sounds like you made it out okay. The Strahl's a fine airship, eh?
What does he think he's doing? Balthier!
Marquis, stop that fool judge on the Alexander for me, would you? Just getting somewhere with these gloss air rings. Almost done. Don't want him ramming me before I fix them, do we?
Balthier, do you understand exactly what it is you're doing?
Princess! No need to worry. I hope you haven't forgotten my role in this little story. I'm a leading man. You know what they say.
Han Solo.
Leading man? He never
Hey, it's the final cutscene of the game.
Let's fly! Fran, power to the gloss air rings. Fran? Do I have to do everything around here?
Listen to me, Balthier. Get out of Bahamut immediately.
Please, Balthier, you mustn't die.
Please, Balthier. Come back.
I'd say you're in more of a supporting role.
Fran, please. Vayne, the Strahl's in your hands. You'd better take care of her, you hear? If there's one scratch on her when I get back...
Roger that. We'll be waiting for you.
Balthier!
This game came out in 2006 for the PlayStation 2. Well, this is like the PC remake. It's not Final Fantasy 12, it's Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. So, yeah, in case you're curious about that. Finished? Oh, we're not finished. Actually, I might, I think I actually do need, let me just real quick mute the desktop because, I don't know if I can play this song. Like, Square Enix is very protective of the music. I mean, here's the thing. Every one of these episodes already gets a copyright claim. This might get a copyright strike. It's like that one's where it's just like I gotta kind of be like, I did that for Final Fantasy 9 as well. Actually, I don't think I did that for Nier. Maybe I did. Bleh. What's the difference between a claim and a strike? Claim just means that I get no money. Basically, they put ads and basically Square Enix created all these videos, by the way. But copyright strike is like you get 3 of those and your channel gets shut down. You get 1 of those and I can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes for like a month or something. It's like he's not good. You don't want to have that happen. Trust me. And like Square Enix, I know that I remember for playthroughs of Kingdom Hearts, they were like giving copyright strikes or something for Simple and Clean. So it's like actual like songs with. I also did this for Final Fantasy 15 for that one like rendition of Stand By Me. It's like better safe than sorry here. That's why I cut like Final Fantasy 9 short. So it's like I'm fine with a copyright claim. I don't care. That's fine. But it's they do claim everybody that records Nier Automata. Weight of the World is very much on the list there. Trust me, I saw that many times when I was uploading videos on that. Bleh. This is Doc's money bag. I get no money from. By the way, I none of the Final Fantasy series on the channel are monetized. If you see ads there, all that money's going straight to Square Enix, baby. I get nothing. Well, so much for being Sky Pirates, you idiots. After getting, yes, no, I mean, look, I get compensated in other ways. I don't get money from YouTube. I feel like I'm walking a tightrope anytime I'm uploading Square Enix games. So far, it hasn't been a problem, though. It's just, yeah, it's always copyright claimed. Every one of these episodes is copyright claimed. But in case you're wondering, YouTube used to be way worse on the copyright strikes. Most companies have chilled out about it, and they just are like, okay, just give us the money from this video, which, whatever. I don't care. But the copyright strike is still very much a thing, though. It's still very much a thing. I feel like I need to keep talking because I'm not playing the desktop sound here. Platinum Games had big dick energy and had complete control. Well, I mean, the thing is, Platinum Games are very much like they're very good at working with other companies. It's like, I think that's like, from what I've always heard, that it's like, you know, they get stuff done on time, in budget, etc., and so on. So it's just like, you know, I appreciate what they do a lot. Complete control, but it's just like, yeah, of course it would be nice if they had complete control over the games, but at the same, yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, I think their business, I think their business of doing a lot of you know, like the gameplay side of things is pretty good. I like it. Pause. Look, it's the end of the game. We're at the credits here. I don't know if y'all want to see the entire credits or whatever, but it's just like, that's all, baby. Yoshida. Visual design, though, is probably more the person who did all of the great stuff. I think I get you to play a Switch game. 50 subs doesn't count until completed. No, you know what? No. Pause. All right, that's enough. Game's over, everybody. Go home. Go to work at this rate, considering it's 7 a.m. I'm gonna go get some coffee. It's always 50 subs, baby. You know how that is. I just woke up. Well, the game's over. It's like literally over. There's not really too much else to say. Who is this? Anyway. Hi, I don't have a job. Well, I mean, neither do I. That's why I'm going to go get coffee. Oh, that's Rassler? He looks so much prettier. Anyway. Let me throw $250 at you. No, stream's going to be over before you can even do it. Bye, everybody.